So good morning, everyone. So we'll start with the embedded platform. There are two embedded platforms which we are going to see in this chapter. One is your Arduino and second is your Raspberry Pi. So whenever I talk about Arduino, it is your open source prototyping platform that helps you to build your electronic project. So whenever you intend to have an electronics project or you want to make an embedded project, then you can go for Arduino platform. So when we talk about Arduino, it consists of your physical programmable circuit, which you can see all over your screen. Along with that, there is a software that is nothing but called as IDE. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment, that runs on your Windows platform, Mac platform and Linux platform. So basically that IDE is required for writing your codes, because whatever codes you are going to write, that codes will be run, and with that code you can see your result. So all the code writing will be done over the softwares, that is called as IDE. So there are few key points when we talk about Arduino. So the very first key point is integrated development environment. So when I talk about integrated development environment, it is just a simple environment where whatever programming languages which you are using, like here we are using C, C++. So the source code of your whatever program which you are running, that code will be run into that IDE. So that will be a single file of your code and you have to just run over it. And whatever controls you have actually, you can say push fit into your kit, that same output numbers can be seen over your IDE software, and then accordingly you have to run it. So that is your IDE. So it is simply nothing but a software wherein you are writing your codes and that codes are run from that IDE. Second is your pushing code. So this is your initial step whenever you are writing the first code. Then you are compiling it. So that compilation and checking whatever is there is taking place here. That is called as pushing code. So if your code is compiled successfully, it will directly transfer to the memory of the Arduino. If it is not compiled successfully, then in that case it will give you an error message which will tell you that you have to solve this problem and accordingly you have to do it. So whenever you tries to solve the problem, it will make sure that it will give you compilation errors, and according to that errors you have to solve the problem. The operating system which is used in Arduino is Duino, that is DUIN. Dune, sorry, not Duino. Okay. Next characteristics is your language. So the language which is used here is C++. So whatever codes which you are writing into your embedded kit is in the C++ language. So here you have to have your libraries of your C++ along with your read write functions of your input output pins, because you can see over your screen there is digital pin and there is analog input pin. So some read write libraries are there which will read your inputs and accordingly it will give your outputs. So those libraries are also to be included in your software code, and that code is written where? In your IDEs. So this is your input output pins, which basically helps you to handle your input and output. So basically here are two subroutines here. The first is setup and second is loop. So when I talk about setup, this is nothing but your initially booting which will take place whenever you turn on the Arduino kit. So that is your setup. So this setup basically does what? It sets your input output modes of your pins. So it basically keeps your pins ready so that they are ready to take your input and output, and accordingly they will prepare your structure that can be used by you in the program. Next is loop. So loop, what does loop refers to? Something which you are doing again and again, repeatedly, that is called as loop. So basically your loop refers to what? Whenever your connection gets on or off, because if you don't have a proper internet connection, it goes off. The kit turns off. So loop here means what? It was always turning on and off. So that is your loop here. So your kit keeps turning on and off in case if your internet connection is low, or whenever you are you can say running a new code, every time you have to turn and on and off. So that is your loop here. Next we have debugging. So when I talk about debugging, it refers to it refers to your language which you are using. So that is the C++ language which is used. So everybody you must be knowing that if you are declaring your variables not properly, or if there are any errors at compilation time, or if you are not declaring it well, you always get a message which tells you that there is a bad syntax or something like that. So debugging here will be in a form of C++ language, since it uses the language that is C++. So all the debugging errors, compilations errors will be similar like your C++ language. Next is your openness. So openness is your hardware and software both are open. So it is very easy to work over it since the platform is open. So that was all about your Arduino. We shall see much more in detail when we are seeing the video at the end of the lecture. Let's move to the next. Next is your Raspberry Pi. Okay. When I talk about Raspberry Pi, it is also yours. You can say a single board, just like your computer. It can connect peripherals like it can connect keyboard, it can connect mouse, and it can even connect the display to your Raspberry Pi. So with the help of LEDs, you can connect your display. You can even connect your monitors to it. So it is just like you can say a small board computer where you can connect all your peripherals. At times it is also called as personal computer, because when you will see this all components are connected with your computer, and with the help of this component you are going to run. So when you talk about IoT applications, or you can say robotic applications, all can be done with the help of your Raspberry Pi. It is actually used for your image video processing, which is really not possible in your Arduino, but it is possible in your Raspberry Pi. However, there is just one shortcome, you can say, that since it is just a single or a small board, so it works slower than your laptop or desktop, but it will actually provide you expected features or abilities at a very lower consumption. Like, because the power consumption here is low, as I've already told you before, that whenever I talk about embedded kits, all comes with lower power consumption. That is one of the issues always. And storage as well, the storage is also the second issue. So when we talk about Raspberry Pi, there are many versions of Raspberry Pi. There is Pi 1 model, there is Pi 1 model A plus, B plus. So it's just like that. There are 1, 2, 3, and along with that there is A plus, B plus, and so on. So the operating system which is used here is Raspbian. In Arduino, the operating system was Dune, Duin. However, in Raspberry Pi, the operating system which is used is Raspbian. Okay, just remember because this is important. When I talk about programming language here, the programming language is Python. So that is PI, that is Raspberry Pi. Pi here refers to Python. Instead of PY, they have written PI. Okay, so that is a direct indication which says that Raspberry Pi, and it uses Python language. So instead of PY, they have written PI there. So when we talk about debugging, again the debugging will be just same as your Python debugging, which you must have done before. There will be number of syntax errors, you can say. There will be undeclared variables. So all working or debugging will be just same as your Python languages. However, when we talk about library files, those library files are again will be taken from few for library files will be taken from read write operations. So here also we have GPIO pins. You can see there is 14 pin header. So there are 14 GPIO pins. GP stands for general purpose input output pins. So there are all 14 pins there. You can see there is 40 pin header, pin 1, pin 2, like that we have 40 pins. So whatever pin you are connecting, okay, with your jumper wire, that pin number has to be mentioned in your Python code. So there will be there this, since it is a clean language, you can easily understand what library files you are using. So you have to mention the library files which you will be using, and there will be few methods. Last is your openness. Whenever we talk about openness, this is highly open because Raspberry operating system itself is open. And the second thing is that you are using a Python language, which is a platform independence. So again, the openness factor is open here as well, just like your Arduino. Here you have to install Noob server NOOB, that we will see how you do it. Okay, to write the code into your software IDs. Here also you have a software ID where you have to write the codes, just like your Arduino. But Arduino software ID is doesn't require any installation, but your Raspberry Pi software ID requires an you can say external installation. Once you have installed it, then only you can go with it. Okay, so we'll just take a video of it. We'll see the video of both of them. First, just I'll give you an overview. Now see, in a Raspberry Pi, you can see there are 4 USB port. However, if I talk about Arduino, there is just one USB port. Next, the microcontroller which is used here is Broadcom BCM2837, which is nothing but a single or chip also. So don't get confused yourself. Okay. Then we have power LED. Then we have HDMI cable. Then we have camera interface wherein you can attach your cameras as well. Then we have audio video composing. So audio video processing can be easily done in the Raspberry Pi, which is not possible in Arduino because there is no slot out there. Then we have Ethernet LAN port as well. So overall, we can see that Raspberry Pi gives you more functionality. There are more USB port, because more is your USB port, you can connect more devices into it. Okay, so we'll just take a quick recap of two. So this was two we have studied today, was your Arduino, and second was your Raspberry Pi. Both are open source softwares, okay, and which will help you to make your electronic projects.